Well, Mr. Randall is our last case, except we have a Ross Truckee special. It's Marianne Ross. Is that on your calendar, Abby?
It's not, but I figured I'd stick it out.
It was set for plea and sentence. Should have been noticed for April 9th. I don't know if they got, I'm not sure when he asked me to do that. All right, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Randall. I saw you by Zoom the other day, and I scheduled a matter for today. Go ahead and have a seat, sir. Knowing Mr. Gibson would be here. In fact, is this the case where I hijacked you to sit in on the arraignment?
It's possible, but I know that I saw it here at the last minute that it got scheduled, so.
Well, maybe not. He got picked up over the weekend. He has a felony case pending pre-exam on April 21st. He's been in jail in this case for 5 days plus 6 days because of the day he served earlier. So he has a total of 6 days jail credit. The sentence or the charge is charge of assault and battery. It's alleged that you assaulted somebody named Michael Carr. Abigail Stoll is here from the prosecutor's office. Ms. Stoll, is there a plea offer here?
There is, Your Honor. In exchange for a guilty plea to disturbing the peace, I'm willing to dismiss the original charge of assault and battery.
Mr. Gibson, did you discuss that with Mr. Randall?
Yes, I discussed that with Mr. Randall, and he indicated that he wanted to resolve the case today and accept that.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, Mr. Randall.
Please.
Assault and battery means that you assaulted or battered somebody. Disturbing the peace is different. Disturbing the peace doesn't matter who started it or who was right or wrong. Was there a quarrel, argument, disturbance in a public place? So it's a much lower standard. I will represent to you that I'm going to give you time served for this if you do plead to that charge. You haven't got the other charge that's holding you. But as your lawyer said, that would resolve the case and this matter would be over with. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf. But you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes.
Well, tell me what happened this day between you and Mr. Carr.
Mr. Carr knows I go over to Fawn River and feed my cat. She won't stay at 203 North Orange. She's got to wait like 3 times on me, and so I just leave him over there. And there's a couple ladies that feed him, help me feed him. You know, I go over, try to go over every day, and I just over there feeding my cat at the picnic table on Vista. And Mike, we used to sit and talk, and he'd watch me feed my cat and keep an eye, tell me if he's seen him. And he was coming out there when I was feeding my cat, and I said something referring to his electrical cart there being a piece of shit because it banged and scared my cat. I did say that. And I carried on feeding my cat, and he drove up a little hill from their parking lot past a tree and said, "I got something for you." And as I turned, he just dove on me and hit me in the mouth. We ended up on the ground. He rolled me down and he was on top of me and hit me, and I rolled him over. And I said, "Please don't. I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to get hurt. Please stop." And he bit me. And that's when I just let him wob. You know, he just kept trying to get away. He hit me was what he was trying to do. And
Did you hit him back?
no, I did not.
Said he had lacerations and like a black eye,
With
contusions to his face around his right eye. So did you?
it must have been when we rolled, because I did not strike that man. I asked him to stop, and when I got off,
You got in this.
I got up because he quit breathing. He was breathing really hard, and I don't have nothing against this guy. I never had a problem with him. I went and got my cat, and I come back through with my flashlight, and he was up looking around, And I seen his wallet there and I picked it up and I handed it to him.
Was it dark out?
Yeah. And, his dog had ran over on towards Gateway, I guess, Vista or something. We were one of them.
So his cart or scooter scared your cat away.
Yeah, no, my cat was like, when I said that the shit machine and all that, he was still in the parking lot and come up that little hill. And I had my cat, calmed my cat down, and he was still sitting there gonna eat. And that's when he said he had something for me and jumped on me. And that's when my cat went that way. And me and him was rolling around on the ground. And
Well, it doesn't sound like a very pleasant scene, but
It
as I
wasn't.
said, it doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. I'm gonna give you 6 days credit, 6 days, waive the fine, waive the attorney fee, $125 minimum cost for 2 additional days concurrent with your charge that you got a pre-exam on. You have an all unpaid domestic violence where you owe $150. I'm gonna wipe that out. 181846 OM.
Your Honor,
Yes,
could I state something? The victim is also asking for restitution for his broken glasses.
how much was that?
It's $358. There's a request for restitution in the file.
All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna take care of this. Fail to pay. Fine and costs.
And the prosecutor had explained to me about the restitution, and I did explain that to the defendant,
6
that they
days.
were asking for restitution.
All right. Michael, the contact knocked Michael's glasses off. Yeah, assault battery is one thing. Disturbing the peace is another. Normally, I wouldn't order restitution in disturbing the peace, but this is part of a plea agreement.
what about half? I mean, I didn't start this. I didn't want no part of it.
I understand.
I had a case with the NISA car. They're not related that I know of. NISA, I stole money on her.
I would be surprised if Mr. Carr went out and paid $350 for a pair of glasses.
The receipt's attached to the request.
All right. I was thinking that maybe they got paid for by something else. I'm looking for it. I don't see the request for it. Could you?
I just would like to ask him why he did this. I won't try and ask him out in public or nothing. I'm not gonna bother him, man, ever. But he knows I went over and seen my cat every day.
So this cat is like out and about and you just stop and see the cat and the cat knows you come.
I
So-
raised the cat from a kitten. He walked, when I lived at Fawn River Apartments, I walked him the perimeter. He thinks he's a dog. He thinks he's a guard cat. He rides on my shoulder. He rides in a stroller. The community knows him. And he doesn't want to leave there. Because since I left there, I've been at 203 North Orange. And I've had him there like 4 times and he always gets loose. And I just can't have him run across town. He'll get run over or something. I mean, this is my pal.
All right, I don't doubt that. Abby, did you send me that?
Yeah, I'm working on it, Judge.
Okay.
And I go around, pick up trash. I try to do what I can for the community. I go to St. John's Church and Methodist Church. I help out with the clothes. And I'm not saying I'm an angel or saint, but I try to do my part to help out. I don't go around starting problems.
Yes.
Dudes abide said if I ever have a problem getting a ride to court again, please contact them. They got their workers.
Mhm.
They know me because they see me picking up their parking lot, and then
Well, I'd give you a bus pass to get home, but right now you don't need one. So I'm trying to figure out this restitution question. Laura, could you bring me that PPO that Dina is telling me I have? I am gonna need to address that by 5 o'clock.
I have PPO one put on there.
Can you? You'd have to apply for one, but you
Okay.
should be able to, yeah.
I just go to Vista. I don't, the judge said don't go to Fawn River Apartments, so I don't. I say, Vista. I can call my cat, he come to me and eat. But he won't go to anybody else.
Sounds like cat people versus dog people.
I'm friends with Bo though. I am. Bo wasn't the problem, it's the friendly ride he has. I mean, I wasn't even mad about that, it just scared my cat. What would happen if I wouldn't have said nothing? Nothing about his card. Maybe he just rode up there and smoked a cigarette and moved on. I don't know. He never argued.
Yeah, he paid for them with a credit card. $358. Well, I closed out that DV case. It's $150 that I waived to the court. I can't wipe out restitution with jail time. Make that due by December 31. Got to the end of the year to pay that.
I'll have to pay for it by next month.
All right.
2 months maybe.
All right, Mr. Randall. I'll see you on the 21st on that other case, I think. That's way far away. That shouldn't be that far out.
Do you need an advice of rights form?
I read him the advice of rights, or I quoted him to him on the record here, so I think we're good to go.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
All right, I wiped out your old DV unpaid fine with credit for time served. And 6 days credit, 6 days, $125 or 2 additional days, and the restitution is due by December 31st. So, Mr. Randall, I'll see you in court in a little couple days.
May I ask what my bond would be on this other case? I mean, this sounds so stupid, but I just picked up a bag.
Well,
of it.
no, don't
Okay.
say, don't think about it. Let me.
All right. Oh.
The bond is 5,000, 10%.
Wow.
I don't know why they set it so far out. You got arraigned on April 6th. And the pre-exam, I thought would have been April 14th. Rather than April 21st. But the bond is 5,000, 10%. All right, good luck, Mr. Randall.
What is it?
Means you could put up a portion of that with a bonding agency and they would get you out. So you may want to contact Quick Bail Bonds and see what.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Security, we are ready to go.
All right, yeah, how much stuff can I move in a half an hour? I got a weird PPO request here. Hi.
Hi.
Let me shut this off. Matt Huff is here for a special guest appearance. Let me close the live stream here.
In this courtroom hearing, Mr. Randall faced an assault and battery charge for allegedly attacking a man named Michael Carr, but the prosecutor offered a plea deal allowing him to plead guilty to the lesser charge of disturbing the peace, which he accepted in order to resolve the case quickly. The judge carefully explained his rights and confirmed that by pleading guilty he was giving up a trial, then heard Randall's version of events, where he claimed the incident began after he insulted Carr's scooter, leading Carr to attack him first and the situation escalating into a physical struggle, though Randall insisted he never intentionally struck him. Despite the conflicting details, the judge emphasized that for disturbing the peace, it did not matter who started the altercation and proceeded with sentencing, giving Randall credit for time already served, waiving certain fines, including an old domestic violence-related fee, but ordering him to pay $358 in restitution for the victim's broken glasses by the end of the year. The judge refused to reduce the restitution despite Randall's objections, noting it was part of the plea agreement, and finalized the case while also reminding him about his separate pending felony matter and explaining his bond conditions.